Well, good morning, Trinity Christian School second grade classes. Let's do some reading. Your targets for today are: I can infer the motives and emotions of characters. I can recognize fanciful elements in a story. And we have a lot of motives in this story, and we also have some emotions in this story too that you need to think about as you're reading. The first thing we're going to do is practice our phonics skill, and your phonics skill is syllable division with prefixes and suffixes. And you guys, we've worked on these in class, but I will scan this and I will send it through so that you can see it as I'm going over it. So I want you to look at the words at the top of the page. I'm on the wrong page, so sorry. The words are, I'm trying, thankful, sweeter, and closely. Each of these words has two syllables, but one of the syllable parts is special because it's a suffix. Now remember, a suffix comes at the end of a word and it changes the word's meaning. So we have a root word or a base word and a suffix. In the word thankful, your base word is thank, your suffix is full. And if you're thankful, you are full of thanks. Your second word is sweeter. Your base word is sweet. Your suffix is sweeter. And we know that when we use suffix er, we are comparing two things, like Coke is sweeter than Diet Coke. Milk chocolate, that I couldn't remember the word for the other day, is sweeter than dark chocolate. And then the last word is closely. Your root word or base word is close. Your suffix is ly. And that is an adjective, and it describes how or where someone stood. They stood closely beside the door. All right, so in the box it says when a word has a suffix that is a separate syllable, the word is usually divided between the base word and the suffix. And then it gives you some examples using the dot. And you're used to doing that. We've done that in our spelling books when we divided compound words into parts. You put the dot between them. Miss Millette typically boxes prefixes and suffixes because that's how she learned how to do it. All right, so if you look at the first word, awoke, we went over yesterday, is a prefix. And the prefix is the base word is woke. Like, I awoke when I heard my daughter coming downstairs. The second word is replace. The prefix is re. The base word or root word is place. If you replace something, you put something back again. Re means to do again. So if you broke a cup, you might replace it with a new cup to put it back in its place. And the last word is almost, and the prefix is all. The root word is most. That means you're near done, like I am almost done. I'm near done. At the bottom it says when a word has a prefix, the word is divided between the base word and the prefix, and it gives you examples. This is not anything new. We've been working on this in our vocabulary notebooks as well. I miss the vocabulary notebooks. I miss our vocabulary socials. Doggone, I miss those things. And then at the bottom, you're supposed to practice identifying whether there is a prefix or a suffix. So on needed, your root word is need, your suffix is ed. On rewrite, you have a prefix re, base word or root word write, to write again. Flying, the root word is fly, the suffix is ing. Misspell, the prefix is miss, the base word is spell. Peaceful, the base word or root word is peace, the suffix is full, full of peace. Unknown, the prefix is un, the base word is known, means not known. Wooden, the base or root word is wood, the suffix is en. That means it's made of wood. Long, the prefix is the base word is long. And, I'm trying to read that one. I can't figure it out. Although, the prefix is all, the base or root word is though. So that's not anything new. Those are things we've talked about. There's just some extra ones that you may be seeing for the first time. But it changes the meaning of the word and it adds an extra syllable. All right. Your vocabulary word, you only have one for today. And I bet you can do it too. It has a final stable syllable. And that I is unaccented, so it says horrible. Horrible. And the sentence, if you have a horrible thought when you see a mean barking dog, do you think of something scary or something wonderful? Well, if it's horrible, I think it's going to be something scary. Now, I want to refocus us on what we read yesterday. Why, or the first two parts actually, because you've read two parts of this passage. Why did Zach Zebra go to the jungle? Well, he said that he wanted some clean drinking water because the water that the zebras were drinking out of was all muddy, and he wanted clean water. We also know that he was a little envious that Captain Stripe had been made the leader of the herd because he felt that he should have been made the leader. And so I kind of think he just didn't want to listen to Captain Stripe's instructions, kind of like we might do our own parents sometimes. When we have, in the first two parts, we've met three new characters. We met Mumba the elephant, we met the crocodile, and we met Mona, the alligator. No, the snake, the python. What does Zach agree to do for Mona and Croc? Well, they kind of play a trick on him, don't they? They want him to go find the gold that was hidden in the jungle by some robbers. What do you think Mona and Croc will do when Zach tries to get the gold? What do you think? Are crocodiles and pythons friends to zebras? Because I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of jungle shows because I don't like that chasing stuff that goes on. And I know you boys probably don't have a problem with it, but I am a peace lover, so I don't like to see things that bother me. And thinking about a crocodile, a python, and a zebra all being together, the thought of that bothers me a little bit. It makes me think horrible thoughts. So just think as you're reading about what you think Mona and Croc's ultimate goals actually are. Now, one of your targets is that you can infer the motives and emotions of characters. And when I read the second part yesterday, there were some words in here. I hear a blue jay on my back porch. He wants cat food. There were some words in here that caused me to feel some kind of way. One of those words was glanced slyly. And when you glance slyly, that usually means you're up to something bad, doesn't it? And then there was another one. When Crocodile said that visitors didn't come to the jungle very often, he muttered with a hungry look in his eyes. So glancing slyly and hungry look, those lead me to think that Croc and Mona are up to no good. So when you read today, the very first thing that you will be asked, or this is one reason why you're reading, you're going to read pages 88 to 91, and then there are some think and discuss questions on page 92 that you need to be able to answer. But you're going to read the beginning of this section to find out what happens when Zach tries to cross the bridge. It's a really cute story, but it also teaches a very valuable lesson. So make sure you read, find out what happens when he tries to cross the bridge, but then your main focus needs to be the lesson that Zach learns. All right, that's it for reading. You guys have fun with this story, and I'll be working on English and history. No math video today. Yay! Just a little speed drill and a test, and that won't take you long. And you're going to do fantastic. And please, if you haven't signed up for Epic, I resent the link to your parents. You can read books online that are AR books. You can now take AR tests at home. I've sent that link out to your parents. If they have overlooked it, just tell them to send me an email and I'll be glad to send it back out. But you can take AR tests at home now. So get busy on that too. All right? Love you guys.